Hello people, Rugged Savior here. So about a couple weeks ago, I uploaded my video entitled I'm a Furry. And to be perfectly honest, I didn't expect the video to go well, considering I only get less than about, say, 100 views per upload. Hell, I'm even happy the video uploads I get over 50 views, but I was only expecting, say, 300 views for this furry video that I just made, but lo and behold, the video currently has over 3,000 views. That's way more than I was expecting, and I'm very happy and thankful for the appreciation. I'll say this again, that video wasn't very easy to make. I mean, I needed a large amount of courage to talk about such a topic that most people would find weird and would end up negatively judging me. But regardless of those fears, the video upload itself paid off, thanks to the viewers and fellow furrs that have appreciated myself, my character, and my content. So to start off, I believe that the success of my channel should be about more involvement with the furry community. We are all a family, so to speak, and as such, we need to be more collaborative if we are to succeed. And since I'm one for playing video games, I would like to have more moments to play games together, either for the sense of playing normally or for shenanigans. For example, I would like to see a bunch of people play Gmod, like say Hide and Seek or Prop Hunt, or fun Halo 5 custom games, or perhaps even normal Call of Duty games. In regards to the platforms I play on, I mainly play on things like Xbox and PC. I do have a PS4, yes, and I do have Overwatch on that platform. I haven't honestly played Overwatch in a while, but then again, if fur groups want to play with me, I'm welcome to adding any of you who want to group up. So for those who are watching, be sure to send me friend requests if you want to play Gmod on PC, Overwatch on PS4, or just playing Call of Duty on Xbox One and PS4. Now let's get into more information on my dragon character, Rugged. I know a lot of people like Rugged and refer to him as a lovable goofball, and to be quite frank, yes he is. I already went through some origin stories regarding the initial reasoning behind his creation, but I want to get into more further detail about him. Now, first of all, my original idea for Rugged himself was to be a dragon formed out of not just flesh and bone. His form would have been the result of a living type of energy that forms around a human at its core. Now, the idea and story were a bit convoluted, and it scratched a few heads, to be quite honest. So with that being said, I decided later on I should just make him normal, flesh and bone, just a normal dragon, nothing complicated, no human form inside of him, just keep it simple. And as for his strength and defense, I originally also wanted him to be almost impossibly strong and essentially indestructible based on the design I just told you about before, the living energy. However, just based on feedback alone, I had to change my character, so I decided to make him more vulnerable and not as strong. Now, don't get me wrong, he could still deal massive hug damage, but he's not able to, say, crush a tank with his hands like it were made of tinfoil. That would make him a little bit too overpowered. As for the artwork my character gets, I'm more about making Rugged into the lovable goofball from a general sense of things. He'll either be shy, confused, stuffing his face, and more. At times, I wonder what Rugged would look like as another species, like for example, a big fat cat. And by the way, this picture was drawn by a good friend of mine, and her name is StardustLily03. I'll provide you with the links to her YouTube channel as well as her Fur Affinity account. So if you wish to follow her on one of those channels, I would be very thankful because she is a very talented artist, a very happy person, and she deserves some serious attention. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into the questions. Now, I held off as much as I could on making this video until a decent amount of questions could be answered to fulfill the purpose of this video. So if I mispronounce your name, I'm very sorry about that. Mina Rabbit asks, do you eat the whole ass?
You bet I do.
Flight asks, what is your favorite thing about the fandom from your experience? Now, my favorite thing about the fandom is the sense of cohesion we have. When you're a furry, you're now part of a larger unified group of friends. So in other words, you feel more welcome and content knowing you're part of a large group who shares a common interest, and it just makes you feel more welcome and less lonely in the world. Alexi99 asks, will you ever get a fursuit for this character? Yes, I would want a fursuit of my character, but my ability to pay for the suit won't happen anytime soon due to my financial situation. If I could make this suit, he needs to look happy, and the eyes need to be big in order to further enhance the cuteness. Venomous Book asks, has your dragon got any special skills/abilities? He has extreme physical strength, his body is difficult to damage, he has the power of terrible puns, and his eating abilities are quite advanced. Ellie Beatson asks, what is your dream career and why? I really wanted to get into video game design. However, I decided to change my major due to the difficulty of having to learn coding, which is the basic building blocks of video game design. Now, if I could understand coding and give it another shot, then I would like to create my own video games. Dragon Panzer asks, is Garry's Mod fun for you? It can be more fun if you have a group of friends, but what I usually do is when I play solo, I try to talk to people, in which case, yeah, it can be fun at times. My goal would be to have moments like you see on other YouTube channels, specifically those belonging to Vanless Gaming or H2O Delirious. Sample Wolf asks, what is your opinion on Undertale? Played it, beat it, absolutely loved it. I would recommend it to everyone who hasn't played it because it's that good of a game. For the Pack asks, what would your character sound like? I've never actually thought about this. You know, I guess he could sound like me, but with a slightly deeper pitch, perhaps? I don't want him to sound too tough or too weak. Perhaps a hint of goofiness and kindness in his slightly deep voice. Dragon Panzer asks, are you religious, and why or why not? I am not religious because I am a person who only believes in scientific facts. However, I am not the type of person to negatively judge another for their beliefs, unless they impact someone else in a negative way, such as, say, a Christian person mocking my friends or others just because they're gay or lesbian. John Buntello asks, can you play Miscreated? I looked into the game, and to be honest, it looks rather neat in the graphics department. However, not only can I not buy this title, but I don't think I'd be interested in these survival games. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this similar to that of DayZ? If so, and it may not be up my alley, but only time will tell. Bluetooth asks, have you ever did you go to a FurCon? My decision to attend a FurCon was established around, say, late 2014 when I became more comfortable with the community. I wanted to meet friends in person and become more involved with the community itself. Unfortunately, I have not attended a FurCon as of yet. I wanted to attend AnthroCon in 2015, but my grandmother passed away around that time, so I had to attend her funeral. In 2016, I couldn't go either because of my financial situation. I really hope to attend AnthroCon 2017, but that depends on if I have money. Euphoria Sensors asks, oh my gosh, he asked me a lot of questions. Okay, let's get through them. Okay, did you know any furries before you became one? How much has your life changed from being a furry and a brony? Have you ever drawn rugged? If any fandoms you were in before you became a brony and furry? Ever fursuited as rugged? When did you start gaming as a hobby? What made you want to join the US Marines? Did you expect the video discussing why you are a furry becoming as successful as it did? If there was a world that consisted of anthros and you were given the chance to go there, would you take the chance? Have you played any furry video games? No, I did not know any furries before I became one. My life changed in a very good way by becoming a brony and furry. I have never drawn rugged because I am not an artist. Is anime considered a fandom? I did not fursuit as rugged. My gaming started as a hobby in 1989 when I was about 3 or 4 years old. I joined the Marines to get out into the world and be recognized for a service that was considered honorable. I expected the video discussing myself being a furry not to be this successful, but surprise, it happened. If there was a world full of anthros, I would visit that world, but only if I could be a dragon myself. Yes, I have played furry video games, specifically a game called Dust in the Elysian Tale. Whew. Well, that's all the questions so far, and those who have any other questions and I didn't get to post them, I apologize for that. Should you need to know anything else, just feel free to comment on this video. Again, I thank everyone for supporting me, and it was an unexpected surprise to have been given such praise, and I owe it to everyone here. So once again, feel free to follow my friend Stardust's YouTube page if you haven't already, and with that, I bid everyone a fond farewell. Have a good day, and thank you for watching.